Hey, what's up guys? I'm going to show you how to use Nightshine on a disco house track or French house track. What Nightshine is it's an emulation of the 3630, and it's quite an instant effect. So we're going to take a listen now. How you prepare the mix is you just kind of make it, well, you make it from disco records, and you make it kind of loud, and you make the kick a tiny bit louder than the rest of the track, because the kick's what's going to trigger the compressor to do its magic. So we'll listen to it before, and then I'll activate it, and you will definitely be able to hear it. Right, so you can hear that. So what I want to do is I want to just solo the kick, and there's a few VU meters here, but the one you got to pay attention to is the middle one, and that is the gain reduction, and that's very well and important. So yeah, we'll just take a look at that, and we'll dial in the release. So you kind of want pumping, and it's achieved through sidechain, but it's also how they did it back in the day. Basically, they used a very cheap, quote-unquote cheap compressor, which was the 3630, and this emulates it. And what they did is they would use the kick to kind of activate the gain reduction, and that would, you would have a lot of pumping that way, and it would soft clip. It's a very weird compressor that's very difficult to tame, but you get a very nice effect. So yeah, we'll take a look at that now. So you can have, of course, bring the attack down just slightly. You don't want it that much, but you want it the click of the kick to kind of activate it. And you notice how I bring the release down. If I have the release all the way up, the compressor keeps on triggering and the release doesn't fully release. And that's not good. So you want to bring the release down. Right. So yeah, it looks like it's pumping. It looks like the VU meter, the gain reduction, is kind of dancing. Ratio, it's track dependent. You got to play around with that. Makeup, be very careful. You will hurt your face. Let's take a look at that. A little bit too much pumpage going on there. So we can bring the ratio down until we find a bit of a sweet spot. And in doing that, you got a bit of clipping. So the soft clip is on. We'll leave that on. All you have to do is just bring the makeup down. This is gain. It adds a lot of fuzz in the low end. That's synonymous with the actual hardware that this emulates. It's for PC only, unfortunately. But maybe if you bug the guy, he'll he might make a Mac version. Who knows? And depth is the depth. The depth of the gain reduction. It's kind of like a ratio, but it's different. You can hear that. That's very pumping. Right, so you can really hear it. You can hear it subtly, and that subtle aspect is very important. You don't want to have it extremely extreme. Right, and once you have that, you can really kind of tame it a bit more using a conventional glue compressor down here. Kind of level it out. I'm using a 10 millisecond attack because I don't want the kick to be affected that much. I could bring it down, and that just kind of brings the volume down. So 10 milliseconds is quite good. I kind of want to ride along the bass in a gentle ratio of, well, not a gentle ratio. Gentle ratio would be 2 to 1. I'm going 4 to 1. And then from there, I would add, a bit of drive. I would add, a bit of grit back in with a PSP vintage warmer. I'd have it on fat and multi. All right, and from there, I would maybe add an EQ if I'm so inclined. That depends on taste, but we have a bit of that pumping there. It's a little exaggerated. I might bring it back down, depending on what's going on here. But generally, that is kind of a retro way to go about making, that Daft Punk sound, that ye old sound. Alan Brax, Fred Falk, all those cool guys from France. That's how you pronounce it. But anyway, yeah, get this plugin. It's an immediate effect. It's very, very touchy. Be very careful with it. Treat it with respect, and it will respect you. Again, leave the soft clip on if you want that kind of greedy sound that comes with that compressor. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, and say hi. All right, take care.